Charlie Parsons for Boxing Social, here with Bob Arum off the back of Tyson Fury's 10th round win over Derek Chisora. Bob, just your thoughts on the fight?
I just thought Derek was very brave. He hung in there. It took a lot of real punches that most other heavyweights can't take from Tyson. And I thought it was a good show. It was one-sided, but a good show because Chisora was always in there trying to win.
Chisora came out in that first round and, he looked spiteful. He was dishing out the overhands and, tucking his head in, tucking his chin in. Obviously just getting through those early rounds for Tyson Fury, but it did look like he had complete control over the fight and almost like he could have stopped it whenever he wanted. But I think more credit to Derek Chisora's heart for carrying on as long as he did.
Yeah, absolutely. And people have short memories. I remember when Chisora gave life and death to USYK. Not so long ago. So, Chisora's a real top heavyweight.
Just finally on Derek, he's been around for a long time now. People sort of dubbed this as his last hurrah. He always seems to get a few losses and then he'll get a win again and keep going. But Would you like Derek to carry on or end on that note?
I'd like him to carry on. We have a lot of good young heavyweights over in America, and I would certainly like Derek to come over and test himself against some of our young Americans.
Well, I'm very thankful for your time, so I won't keep you for too long. We saw Alexander Usyk afterwards. He came up and he got into the ring. Tyson Fury did what Tyson Fury does. It was the show. He screamed at him, all sorts of names in his face, but Usyk unfazed at it all.
Usyk's a real professional. He's a real professional. He has great control over his emotions. And never forget, Usyk is a Ukrainian, and Ukrainians have shown they don't get pushed around.
Tyson Fury this week, he, we can never take what he says too literally, but he said he wasn't too interested in the Usyk fight. Post-fight now, we know that he really does want undisputed. Is it on your side, Top Rank and Queensberry working together to make sure that we can deliver this undisputed fight February or March?
Yeah, there's really no real problem because we're all, particularly myself, very friendly with Usyk and his people. His manager manages a couple of my top fighters like Lomachenko and Janibek. And so I would think that we'll put this together before the New Year's, well before the New Year's.
Just finally from me, is there a bit of a worry? We know that HRGOVIC has been called as an IBF mandatory. I know that you'll make the fight Fury-Usyk regardless, but is there a worry that might be an obstacle in making the undisputed fight?
No, because the WBA has let the IBF know that they're not up to the plate, that the WBA is up to the plate with its mandatory, which I think is Dubois or Joyce, one of them, and they will give permission for the unification fight to take place. Indeed, the WBA has sent a firm letter to the IBF, and we were privileged to see a copy of it.
Just finally, on that note, the Sauerlands, the promoter of HRGOVIC, have come out and said that talks are underway for the Usyk fight in Croatia. Do you believe this?
No. Sauerland, nice guy, but you can't believe a word that he says.
Yeah. Bob, top man, thank you for all your time this week. I appreciate it. It's always nice to see you on the UK shores. Just a final message to the people watching?
Just, I think Usyk is next, and then there are a lot of great heavyweights around, and nobody does stadia fights like they do here in the United Kingdom. I mean, they pack in the people, they have a great time, they've appropriated a song from an American songwriter, Sweet Caroline, and that becomes like an anthem, and everybody has a great time singing it. So, it's tremendous entertainment for fans, and all credit to to Queensberry, Frank and George Warren, who have put on some of these great shows in the United Kingdom.
Bob, very well said. Thank you very much.
Thank you.